Hello children, once again welcome to English grammar class. In our last class, I taught you sentence and types of sentence. So what is the sentence? A sentence is a group of words which gives us a complete meaning or complete thought. It has a combination of subject and verb. Yes, and there are four types of sentence. They are declarative or assertive, interrogative, imperative and exclamative. So today we are going to learn how to interchange the sentence. That means how to change this declarative sentence to interrogative sentence, or how to change the interrogative to declarative. Same, how to change the assertive sentence to imperative and vice versa, and how to change this assertive sentence to negative sentence. So we are going to learn all these things today. But before that, I just want to evaluate you through a video. In that video, I am showing you some quizzes are there. So get ready to answer the quiz. Okay. So shall I start it? Yes. So enjoy the video. I'm just wait. I'm starting it. Just wait. Enjoy the video and just see what is happening in this video.
Time to get serious. Time to get serious!
Let's practice. Say if the sentence is declarative, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory.
Complete the mission.
Did you know that the Native Americans were in America long before the Pilgrims?
Your time starts now.
Time is up.
Time up.
It's an interrogative sentence. The Pilgrims arrived in America in 1620.
Time starts now.
Time is going. Time's up. It's a declarative sentence.
Next. Very interesting.
Roll faster, Squanto.
Wow.
Time is going. Time is up. It's
Yes.
an imperative sentence. Please join our feast.
Time up.
It's an imperative sentence.
Next.
There is no school on Thanksgiving Day. Time is going. Time is up. It's a declarative sentence.
Yes.
Pass the cranberry sauce, please. Time is up. It's an imperative sentence.
Next.
The pumpkin pie smells scrumptious.
Time starts now.
Time's up. It's an exclamatory sentence.
Yes.
The mall is having a crazy Black Friday sale.
Your time starts now.
Time is going. Time is up. It's a declarative sentence. Is it good? Time is going.
Yes.
Time is up. It's an interrogative sentence. Great job, guys.
Yes.
If you enjoyed my video, please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay glamorous. Bye, bye, bye.
So, I think you all enjoy this video, isn't it? So what do you understand from that video? So we saw that the assertive sentence also called declarative sentence, and so we just came to know in assertive sentence also called declarative sentence, and how we are seeing we are also seeing that in imperative sentence there is no subject. So now we are going to learn how to change this assertive sentence to interrogative and interrogative to assertive. How to change the assertive to imperative, to interrogative, to exclamatory and to negative. And also same vice versa. Changes from negative to assertive, interrogative to assertive, exclamatory to assertive. I like this, we have to do. So today we are going to learn the rules. The first rule, putting the auxiliary or modal verb before the subject at the beginning. That means while we are changing one declarative sentence or assertive sentence to interrogative, the auxiliary verb or modals, auxiliary verb I told you that is be verb, that is is, are, was, where, they are called auxiliary verb. So the auxiliary verb or the modals, they are, here I am showing you the auxiliary verb or the modals, they are coming before the subject. That means while here you can see they are playing cricket. In this, they is the subject, are is the verb and playing is the base verb and cricket. So when we change this, we can see are will be coming to the beginning and then subject. So the auxiliary verb used before the subject. In the second sense, he can speak in English. That means he is the subject, can is the modals. And in here, when you change this assertive sentence to interrogative, we can see can will be coming to the beginning and then subject. So can he speak English? And you can see one also changes there. Here the interrogative sentence ends with a question mark, whereas assertive sentence ends with a full stop. Now second rule, what is the rule number 2? When there is no auxiliary verb, I told you when there is no be verb, we use do verbs. That means do, did, does, and this do verb changes according to the person, to the number and to the tense. Please underline these three tense: person, number and tense. You should remember I told you in my last class, 7th class, that is person, that means third, first, second, third. Who are the first person? The first person singular means I, and first person plural means we, and second person singular is you, and second person plural is also you. And what is the third person? Third person singular is he, she and it. And what is the plural? They. And all the singular noun comes under the third person singular number. All the plural nouns come under third person plural number. So now we are giving to the examples. I like tea. So here there is no auxiliary verb. I am saying is, are is not here. So what do you put? You have to put do you like tea? Because it is in simple present tense. You had already known it in the class 7. Now here he likes tea, coffee. यहाँ पे it is like है and यहाँ पे likes है. So what is the difference? यहाँ पे it is third person singular number. So here I am put he likes coffee, and the changes will be do will be changed to does. Does he like coffee? Now second is, now third one is he liked coffee. He liked coffee will be changed to it is in past tense. So the verb will be did he like coffee? So these are the first and second rule. If the auxiliary verb is there, we have to put are. Auxiliary verb should be used before the subject, and if there is no auxiliary verb, we have to use the do verb, and do verb changes according to the person, to the number and the tense. I have shown you all the examples and I think you know it very well because in class 7th I taught you all this. Now next is coming rule 3. By using WH words to form interrogative, and also we are changing this assertive sentence by using the WH words. I show you there all the WH words. What is the meaning of interrogative sentence? The sentence which asks questions. So it begins with a question, it ends with a question mark, and sometimes we are using this interrogative sentence by using the which words? WH word, that is what, when, where, why, how, all these words we are using. For an example, if you are saying Rita is flying to Mumbai next week. So in this example it is a assertive sentence and we change it When is Rita flying to Mumbai? Then question mark. I work in Kolkata. So what will happen? Here there is no auxiliary verb. So what will do? हम तुम कहाँ पे काम करते हो? Where do you work? That means I work in Kolkata. Now he likes to play music. Please go through all this. When there is how I am using this. The auxiliary verb is using before the subject. Okay. Now do verb is also used before the subject. Where I am putting do, where I am putting does. When it is third person singular number, I am putting does, and when it is only first person I or you, that is do. Okay. See the difference. यहाँ पे do है, but यहाँ पे does है. Okay. Now next is he went. He went to school to complete his work. It is in past tense. So the verb will be why did he go to school? Why did he go to school? वो क्यों गए थे स्कूल में? Because he went to school to complete his work. Now coming up rule 4. When it asks about quantity, that means we use how much for uncountable nouns and how many for countable noun. Uncountable noun क्या है? The nouns which you cannot count like paper, water, oil. So when some things like this, oil, water, petrol, these are all milk, these are all uncountable which we cannot count, and for that we have to use how much, and how many is used for countable noun, that means which we can count. For example, we need some paper. Here you know very well that paper is a uncountable noun, so what we use, how much paper do you need. Why you are putting here do? Because here in this sentence there is no auxiliary verb like is, am, are or was there, so we are putting what? We are putting do here. Now the second sentence, there are 20 students in the class. So कितने students class में है? How many students are there in the class? Why I am putting here are? Because in the assertive sentence are is there, so we are putting here are. Is that clear? Done. Now next will be coming up assertive to exclamations. Now assertive to interrogative, did you all understand? Okay. Now coming up to assertive to exclamation. By using the form of a question. कैसे होगा? जब हम assertive to explanation करेंगे, it should be in a form of a question and the sentence will be in a negative form. Sentence कौन सी form में रहेगा? Sentence will be in a negative form. First will be in a form of question. Second, it is in a negative form which ends with an exclamation mark. Okay, जो exclamation marks में end होगा, वो question marks में end होगा. Here, sorry, here it is a mistake. Okay, I will change it in my slide, but here is a mistake. So by using a form a questions, first rule is by forming a questions. Second is it will be in the negative form, and third is it ends with a exclamation mark. So while we are changing the assertive to exclamation, the exclamation sentence should be in a question form. Okay, and the sentence will be in a negative form. It should be a negative form, and it's in a not in a question mark but in a exclamation mark. Let us see the example. It is a lovely day. So what will happen? It is a lovely day. So the answer will be, isn't it a lovely day? So here it is in the negative form. Observe, and in the question form but in negative form but ends with a exclamation mark. Then next is it is horrible. क्या होगा? Isn't it horrible? So see, first in the question form, second in negative and ends with a exclamation mark. So when we are changing the assertive sentence to the exclamation sentence, first we are making a question form. Okay, you know how to make the question form. Okay, and the sentence will be negative. Negative होगा sentence, and but it is not, though it is a question form, but there should not be any question marks. उसपे question marks नहीं रहेगा. So what we will put in the end? It ends with an exclamation mark. Is it clear? Examples understood? Yes. Now next is assertive to imperative. So you know it very well. In imperative sentence, I told you there is no subject. Okay, subject is hidden. While I am coming to class, good morning children. So to whom I am saying? I am saying good morning. Okay, stand up. That means you stand up. Sit down. That means you sit down. You all stand up? I am not saying that you stand up. I am saying like this. What I am saying? Stand up. Then you all stand up. Why? Because you understood that madam saying to us to stand up. So you stood up. So here imperative sentence, while we are changing the assertive sentence to imperative, again we have to hidden the subject. हम लोग को we have to hide the subject. So first is you should never trust a stranger. It is an assertive. How to change an imperative? That means only you have to write never trust a stranger. So the difference देखो, यहाँ पे भी full stop है, here also full stop, here also full stop. So how could you understand it is the assertive and it is the imperative? Only it is understood is the imperative because there is no subject. Here the subject is hidden. So only difference क्या है? Assertive में subject है, where imperative there is no subject, but the meaning is same. Now यहाँ पे you please sit down. You please sit down means it is a assertive sentence because you is here. But when I say please sit down, it is a imperative sentence, and you know that imperative sentence which the sentence which gives an order and request, these are all what? These are all imperative sentence. Now coming up to the next slide. How to forming the negative. It is little bit important. Please go through this and listen to me very carefully. Add the word not after the first auxiliary verb. Please, same like interrogative. You can just go. I am just saying it. You explained it. You just listen to me very carefully. Add the word not after the first auxiliary verb. That means he is a naughty boy. Understood? He is a naughty boy. If I am saying add not after the first auxiliary, which one is the first auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verb is. So not should be added after is. So add the word not after the first auxiliary verb. Okay. Because here it is auxiliary verb, so I am putting is not. If it will be no auxiliary verb, then same do not. Then same we have to put do words like do not, does not and did not. You can see he writes well, he does not write well. I write a letter, I do not write a letter. We went home early, we did not go home early. Close the door, don't close the door. So when the sentence is in modal form, add not after the modals. अगर modal होगा, we will finish our work, we won't finish our sorry we won't finish our work. So these rules are generally used in assertive and imperative sentences. Now coming up the next form, what interrogative sentence to negative sentence. How to change the interrogative to negative. We understood how to change the assertive and imperative to negative. Now change interrogative to negative. Interrogative को कैसे हम लोग change करेंगे? कैसे? When verb plus not is used, add not after the be verb in its contracted form. That means क्या? That means when verb and not is used. यहाँ पे see the example. Are we living now? This is the interrogative sentence. So how can you change it to negative? Verb plus not. See, verb plus not is used but in contraction form. Which form? Contracted. That means short form. Aren't we living now? यहाँ पे क्या हो? It is in a short form. When this are and not is used in a short form, we can say that is are not. That means are not after the be verb. Aren't we living now? Is that clear? Not is used after the be verb. But if the contracted form is not used, not comes after the subject. Not comes after the subject. Example, are we not living now? यहाँ पे देखो example क्या हुआ? Are we not? यहाँ पे aren't we है, but यहाँ पे are we not? So not is coming after the subject if it is not contracted form, and यहाँ पे not is coming before the subject because it is in short form. So while we are writing short form, then the not will be coming before the subject, but when we are writing not in contracted form, the not will be coming after the subject. But the answer both are correct. You can change like this and also you can change like this. Both are correct. Now I am giving another example. Do you like sports? So first let us do in contracted form. कैसे? Don't you like sports? That means not is coming here before the subject. But यहाँ पे do you not like sports? It is also correct because यहाँ पे we are not using the contract form. So not is used after the subject. Is that clear? Please go through each and every example again and again so that you can able to understand more clearly. Listen to it very much. Again I am making you understand. यहाँ पे you can see are we living now? Are is the verb here auxiliary verb, and we is the subject here. Okay, so while it is in short form, you can say short form, while it is used in short form, not is used before the subject. Okay, not is used before the subject, and not after the be verb in its contracted form before the. But यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे it is not in contracted form, so not is used after the subject. Is that clear? यहाँ पे before the subject, second one is after the subject. So this much is interrogative to negative. Now coming up the next, that is exclamation to negative. How to change the exclamation sentence to negative sentence? So the negative questions forms are used. I have already told you negative questions forms. It is in that, no, exclamation to interrogative. Yes. So that is instead of question mark we put exclamation mark at the end. Same thing like assertive to exclamation, same. Exclamation to negative also same. We can do the same thing. How wonderful. That means like assertive to exclamation, what we did? Negative form. Yes, negative form is there in the question form but ends with the exclamation mark. Same formula. How wonderful. You have to write, isn't it wonderful? Then ends with a exclamation mark. It's a lovely day. Isn't it a lovely day? Ends with a question mark. So these are all about the these are all about the what? Changes of all these, what, all these sentences. How to change the assertive to, let us have a quick brief from the beginning. So first we learn assertive to interrogative. Know all the rules. Please underline each and every rules I am saying you. All the rules should be underlined. Should be written on your notebook. Is that clear? See, assertive to interrogative, 4 rules are there. Third rules, then coming up to the fourth rules with examples. Okay, then only you can able to understand. Now assertive to exclamation. What is the rules? Forming a question, the sentence will be negative form, ends with an exclamation mark. Then assertive to imperative. How to change imperative? Only subject will be not there in imperative sentence. Then coming up negation, negative. Same rule as the assertive to interrogative. Okay. While use auxiliary, we have to put auxiliary after. Not should be used after the auxiliary verb. And if it is do, not should be used after the do verb. Now next is interrogative to negative. How we are doing? We are using add not after the be verb. If it is in the, this is little bit different. You can understood it. When there is in short form, the not is used before the subject. But if it is not in short form, not is used after the subject. So for example, do you like sports? If it is in short form, we can write don't you like sports? It is also correct. And if you write do you not like sports? It is also correct. Both are correct, but the changes क्या है? अगर short form में है, so not will be used before the subject, and if it is in full form, then not will be used after the subject. This is only the difference. Next is negative. Also you know, questions, negative questions are used like assertive to exclamation. I have already told you. So these are all about the interchanges of the sentences. Now some worksheet I will give you. So please go through each and every worksheet, write it in your notebooks and try to do it. Try to solve it by yourself because I have already discussed. So let us see the first worksheet. So in the first worksheet, you have to do identification of the sentence. That means you have to only identify the sentence. What are the types of sentence? Like first one, I saw you a video. Remember how they are asking the questions. What type of sentence? What is the assertive sentence? Assertive sentence क्या है? Declarative sentence where it gives some information or facts and ends with a full stop. Is that clear? Then interrogative sentence क्या है? Sentence which asks some questions, ends with a question mark. Imperative sentence क्या है? Sentence which gives some order or request. Okay? Then that is called imperative sentence and there is no subject there. It ends either with a exclamation mark or with a what? Or with a full stop. Now exclamatory sentence क्या है? Exclamatory sentence is a sentence which gives some feelings, a surprise or wonder and ends with a exclamation mark. So according to this, just referring to your PPT and do all these question answers. You can do by your own self. I have 5 rupees. What it will be? It gives an information. So क्या हो सकता है? You know it and you can. I think my children understood very well and they can able to do. I'm 100% sure that you can able to do. Okay. Now the next slide. Worksheet 2. What is there? Change these assertive sentences into interrogative by using the word given in the brackets. I am just giving a clue here. 20 people were injured in the accident. Okay. I told you when there is talking about quantity and countable nouns, how के साथ में क्या लगेगा? Many. So यहाँ पे auxiliary verb है या नहीं है? Yes. Which one is the auxiliary verb? Where. So how to put? How many people were injured in the accident? Done. Then what you will put in the last? Question mark. Next one also I want to do. The police arrested the culprit. Is there any auxiliary verb? कुछ है इसमें? is, are, was, were कुछ है? नहीं है. So कौन सी फॉर्म में है? यहाँ पे verb कौन सा है? Arrested. In which form? It is in V2 form. That means past tense. तो past tense में do का क्या लगेगा? Did. So the police arrested to the culprit का क्या होगा? Do verb कहाँ पे लगेगा? Beginning. So did the police arrested change होके क्या हो जाएगा? Arrest हो जाएगा because it is the base verb also changed. So the did the police arrest the culprit? So क्या लिखोगे इसमें? Then last में क्या लगोगे? Question mark. So same you have to do all the 4. So this is your homework. Now next is worksheet 3. Change the given sentence to interrogative, imperative and exclamatory to assertive and vice versa. What is the meaning of the sentence? The questions. Change the given sentence. That means some sentences. First you have to identify the sentence. Okay. पहले आपको sentence को identification करना है कि ये क्या है. Whether it is interrogative or it is imperative or it is exclamatory or it is assertive. अगर वो interrogative है, you have to change to assertive. अगर imperative है, again you have to change to assertive. अगर exclamatory है, you have to change to assertive. But अगर assertive है, you have to change to interrogative or exclamatory. आपको देख, you have to change like this. Like for example, are they present in the class? Assertive क्या होगा? They are present in the class. You keep your room clean. यहाँ पे it is assertive है. You have to make it what? Because it is an imperative sentence, so you have to make it imperative. How did you do? Keep your room clean. Have you seen Akash anywhere? What is your answers? It should be in assertive sentence. क्या होगा? I have seen Akash in the garden, in the school, in the playground, wherever you can write. Please enter your details in the given form. Which type of sentence it is? It is the imperative sentence. Now change into assertive. क्या होगा? यहाँ पे कोई subject है? नहीं है. So what you change? You have to write, you please enter your details in the given form. Okay, now all these 3 and 4 you have to do by your own. Now next is one more set is there, worksheet 4. Questions क्या है? Change the sentences into negative. My dear children, remember one thing while going through these questions, go through all these rules. How to change this negative form. Go through the rules, then do the exercise. Don't do the exercise like this. One day, one worksheet only. Now you don't do all the worksheet together. For one day, one worksheet. Worksheet 1 in one day, first day. So go through the PPT, then see the PPT, then do identification of the worksheet 1. Then second PPT go through, then do the second worksheet. Then third PPT go through, then do the third worksheet. Then last the PPT just go through, then do the last worksheet, that is worksheet 4, changes into the negative form. So did you get the news? I found my lost papers. So you have to make it. How to change this negative? Questions को कैसे negative करेंगे? Assertive को कैसे negative करेंगे? Okay? So you have to do it by your own. And I think everybody understood it very clearly. Otherwise, we are having a doubt session in the next class. Is that clear? In the next session, we are having a doubt class. Is that clear? Okay. So till then, thank you very much. Goodbye.